Yeah.
This shit here go bananas. Got the willpower, fresh prince of Atlanta. Ain't no sympathy for the winners. Even when I'm down, got a smile for the cameras. Lost a couple friends who were jealous. Tryna hold me back, but I'm back and I'm better. She didn't want me then, now I'm with her. I be getting mines in her V for vendetta. You should never have money, yeah. Now I'm making mad money, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can something mad to me, yeah. I just find it mad funny, yeah.
You can find me with a fine diva that know how I like my head like a mind reader. I can vibe with any zodiac, my sign's Libra. I'm really him, you ain't her, I'm tryna find B. I be the rider with ambition Machiavelli. Don't tell me I like Ty, yeah, these eye bags are LV. Pushing merch in return for autographs and selfies. Black and white girls love me, but I ain't Travis Kelce. Vibe with me, my stroke is spiritual, you know I do. Shift your energy the moment I go inside you. Before me, you were dealing with these losers, you had an unnatural allegiance to them, and it's so unlike you. Too tough for these simpletons. Now I got the US Open, no Wimbledon. I'm backstroking these girls I be swimming in. When I say I need love, I mean cinnamon. You get the cinnamon, cinnamon.
This shit here go bananas. Got the willpower, fresh prince of Atlanta. She didn't want me then, now I'm with her. I be getting mines in her V for vendetta. You should never have money, yeah.
Yo,
Surprise, surprise.
bro, I'm still at work. I'm on my lunch break. Let me see. I got to 8:55. Actually, a little less. I would say like 8:45, 8:50, probably. For sure. I was like, let me pop in since I can. I luckily got a lunch break. So.
Yes. Story driven, baby. Story driven.
It is jam packed, full of story elements. It's full of emotion. Like, holy Lord, have mercy, me, oh my.
It's the total package, dog. It's the total package. That's the type of anime it is. It's gonna give you everything.
Right. What's up? It's your boy D Zone here in the zone. How y'all doing?
What up? What up? Cobalt 70, baby.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me. Ideal Tone. What's good? What's good? You know, I'll pop in when I can, man. Look, I'm gonna be a bystander on this one, just in case I gotta leave. For sure, for sure. All love.
Hold on. Let's lay it out. He is the weirdest looking character in anime. Just ridiculous looking. He's just a ball with tentacles and a straight up 1980s happy face smile on his face.
Oh yeah.
Backstory is that he destroyed the moon. He's a huge monster and the entire world's trying to kill him. So they've organized a classroom to train people by him to kill him. He's literally training his assassins. That's the plot.
Sounds very OP.
But he's so far advanced in combat and speed and intelligence. He's the perfect weapon. So imagine teaching a bunch of high school kids and the comedy that would ensue. It's hilarious, but all of the story, you forget along the way that there's more to it, and then when it hits you with the backstory, all of a sudden you're pulled into this whole world that was existed far before the beginning. And it's the way it weaves the tale is probably one of the better animes, in that way. Definitely a strong anime.
Very strong. The best part about it is each character has their own backstory and
Yeah.
what happened.
Yep. The main character, main protagonists, they all have a relatable existence, and it's they're all each well-rounded characters with not just their capabilities, but also their personal flaws and their personal battles to overcome. And you get to see how Koro Sensei guides them through their own personal conflicts. And in that way, there's a lot of growth, not just in the characters themselves, but in you as the viewer. And it's well done in that way.
Yeah, they are best
they're the
friends.
top of the class and the bottom of the class. The one most likely to succeed and the one least likely to succeed at the beginning, and they're best friends. Well, that and you have to think Naruto actually had a pretty strong kickstart, having a tailed beast in him. You know. That's Karma and Nagisa.
And once
Yeah.
Dude, he is when he gets control over his abilities and starts developing them, he becomes one of the most terrifying people in the show.
Karma, that's how they become friends. He becomes the first one to realize that Nagisa is actually extremely competent. Oh, absolutely.
Like,
The scene where he just walks up. Nagisa is casually walking up to Karma to talk to him during lunchtime. Karma senses something behind him, sneak up on him, and gets scared. Like, he's so quick and flawless and unnoticeable that his presence doesn't even register with combat veterans, making him perfect for sneak attacks, you know? And naturally is this way.
oh yes,
The abuser. Yep.
yeah, yeah. That scene was perfection. Like, you saw the terror. You saw the terror in that man's eyes. He was so scared. And he's like, "Oh, this kid, no problem." Then Nagisa just walks up and he's like, "Oh shit, I was wrong."
You can find a clip of it? Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Quick note. How do you guys feel about that ending? It sits in my top 5 most just heart-wrenching endings.
That ending almost made me freaking cry. I
Oh,
was
dude. Absolutely. A total tearjerker ending, but it's worth the journey. Like, 100%.
now the prologue after the ending, the epilogue. Yeah, the epilogue was pretty freaking cool when the students all became adults.
Oh yeah. The school
that was pretty epic.
The terrifying school teacher.
Freaking Nagisa didn't lose his touch after Kuro Sensei. He scared the shit out of those delinquents.
Yeah, just so unassuming, you know. Oh, hit it.
この他には目立った生徒はいないものの、全体を見れば能力は格段に。
I don't see it on the stream right now.
この他には目立った生徒はいないものの、全体を見れば能力は格段に。
I have crappy internet, so it's on a delay for me right now.
すまん、ちょっと強く防ぎすぎた。
ああ、平気です。
遊ぶ時間もねえし、できるわけねえよこんなの。
できないじゃない、やるんだよ。言っただろ、俺たちは家族で、俺は父親だ。世の中に父親の命令を聞かない家族がどこにいる？
烏丸先生の授業を希望します。
Man, still that scene.
神崎さん。
やめろ高岡。大丈夫か？
Right.
首の筋に痛みはないか？
大丈夫です。
前原君は？
Like, I didn't like him because of that. I was ready for him to go.
おい、烏丸は俺たちの家族じゃないぞ。お仕置きだな。父ちゃんだけを頼ろうとしない子は。烏丸、お前が育てたこいつらの中で一押しの生徒を一人選べ。そいつが俺と戦い、一度でも俺にナイフを当てられたら、お前の教育は俺より優れていたのだと認めて出て行ってやる。殺す相手は俺なんだ。使う刃物も本物じゃなくちゃな。
本物のナイフだと。
安心しな、寸止めでも当たったことにしてやるよ。俺は素手だし、これ以上ないハンデだろう。 軍隊でもこの手はよく聞いたぜ。初めてナイフを持ってビビり上がる新兵を素手の俺が叩きのめす。その場の全員が格の違いを思い知り俺に振服するようになる。さあカラスマ、一人選べよ。嫌なら無条件で俺に服従だ。
のような容赦のない教育こそ必要ではないのか。ここに来てから迷いばかりだ。そしてわずかに可能性がある生徒を危険にさらしていいものか迷っている。渚君、できるか。
なんで渚は
からこのナイフは無理に受け取る必要はない。
僕はこの人の目が好きだ。こんなにまっすぐ目を見て話してくれる人は家族にもいない。なんで僕を選んだのかもわからないけど、この先生の渡すナイフなら信頼できる。神崎さんと前原君のこと許せない。やります。
カラスマ、お前の目も曇ったな。
カラスマのやつどうかしちゃったんじゃないの。
見てればわかります。渚のナイフ当たると思うか。無理だよ、プロ相手に本物のナイフ。
渚、
さあ来い。
高岡にとってこの勝負は見せしめのための戦闘だ。対して君は暗殺。強さを示す必要もなく、ただ一回当てればいい。そこに君の勝機がある。
そろそろ気づいたな。刃物を持つとは丼物のナイフで人を刺したら死んじゃうよ。
そうだ、戦って勝たなくたっていい。殺せば勝ちなんだ。だから僕は笑って角路を歩くみたいに普通に。ここで初めて高岡先生は気づいた。自分が殺されかけていることにとし体勢を崩した。誰だって殺されかけたらギョッとする。手でもそうなのに偏っていたから服を引っ張って転ばし止めに行く。面からだと防がれるので背後に回って構えた。
なんてことだ。予想をはるかに殺気を隠して近づく才能、発揮で相手をひるませる才能、訓練で感じた寒気はこの暗殺だったら戦闘の才能でも暴力の才能でも夏の才能、咲かせてもいい才能なのか。
あれ、峰打ちじゃダメなんでしたっけ。
本気でナイフ触れたよな。
いや、烏丸先生に言われた通りやっただけで。
One of my favorite scenes in the series. Absolutely.
Like, hands down, I don't think there is a better. There's a lot of good scenes in there, but that is my, like, top favorite right there. I think he was sick or something. he was he was like, oh really? Is that what happened?
That was the first. Was that the first arc? That was the first arc, wasn't it?
That was still in first arc, yeah.
Just an.
He had him quaking in his boots, man. It's no longer an issue about fighting him. I don't have any real fighting ability. It's no longer about that. It's just I have to kill him. Just nonchalant, just like, hey, he just gotta die, you know?
He's so unassuming. He closes that distance, and by the time people realize it, it's too late. Yeah. The beach arc?
I think it was Yeah, I think it was Beach Arc next. That was a few episodes, but those were intense episodes. Oh, the Beach Arc was really good, especially with Karma. how he decides to deal with deal with everything inside of that inside of that arc was the best. It was hilarious because of how, especially how he dealt with one guy. Yes.
That's the original teacher's little sister, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Her like secret introduction is kind of weird. The way they play out her story arc, because they go through each main character, and they build out like there's an arc for each character. They have their own arc, and that's one of the few things you see in anime is there's not just one protagonist. There's several, and they have flushed out stories. Her story is definitely one of the better ones that on.
Oh yeah, and how they wrapped up her story with Nagisa was a whole entire heartthrob for me, because I was like, bruh, that would be a whole thing. Nagisa shut that down quick, but Bitch Sensei's training sat there, had Nagisa pull through with that, and I was like, god damn. Oh yes, I can't remember.
Yeah,
oh, no.
The thing they attribute to him wasn't even him, not directly. He was they don't realize he was somewhat a victim.
Thing is, is that I felt like during his backstory, I felt like he would have gotten out of there. He would have broken himself out if it wasn't for the doctor that kept checking in on him.
Oh, the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He fell hard too. Like,
well, she was the reason he became a teacher, and he had the capability to bail. He had the capability to avoid all the shit that happened following his experimentation, but he chose not to because of her.
oh yeah.
Well, he was betrayed. That's how he got caught. He was betrayed by the one he was training to replace him.
Yeah. Yeah. He was betrayed by his protege.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, his protege is just, I found him just very freaking weird. I don't know about y'all, but I found him really weird. Like, wasn't his nickname like the Face Stealer or something? He was. He was there for a short period of time, and then we never heard from him again. Right. Easy. Easy. Genetic transformations plus falling in love with the right person. Easy transformations. Yeah, I could say this anime definitely ranked up in my top 3 when I first watched it, and it still holds strong up in my top 5. Because it's one of those animes that at the end it doesn't leave you with a whole mess load of questions that you want answered, but you know you weren't getting the answers to.
Yeah. A complete story, you know? And you don't usually get a story like that. There's always a few threads left behind. This one creates threads and closes those threads throughout the series. And the way that they weave the story, as I said before, is just absolutely beautiful. You know, and it culminates in an ending that feels complete.
Right. Right. Which, to be honest, that mock battle was freaking awesome. Like, if I could, I would have loved to physically be there to watch that mock battle happen, because that would have been an just an epic show. Me trying to use words and failing. Whoa. Karma. Oh yeah, since he met him, yeah, basically since the day he met him, he wanted to fight him. Yeah. Nagisa was like, "Ayo, let me just pull this out of my sleeve here," and you would see the surprise on Karma's face every time he'd pull out something new or different. And he's like, "Oh, is this where we're going? All right, well, I'll tweak it here. You can't use it anymore." And they were almost deadlocked, but man, just in the end, it just didn't matter what happened. Both sides were freaking awesome.
That was it was a great rivalry between the two. And whereas Karma always appeared to be the top of the class, Nagisa at the bottom, but that fight brought to everyone's attention his ability to strategize under pressure. And it put him at the same level as who was thought to be the strongest. And everyone's opinion of him, something that Koro and the other teacher had already figured out, that he was a natural born leader for the class. It was an unavoidable end, though. It was an unavoidable end, and definitely. we're all thinking of that end, you know. Yep.
They really did. Oh yeah. he he held on to the same philosophy as Koro Sensei. He he told that class, if you could try to kill me, if you succeed, good for you. Oh, most definitely, man.
No, I mean,
Like,
but it's more of just as an asset. I don't think he has the personality to do that. Like, he could, he's entirely capable, but the empathy he has throughout the series is pretty apparent, and it's what sets him apart. You know. Do y'all remember at the start of the series? Do y'all remember at the start of the series his relationship with his mother? And the whole mental illness between you and shit. That was an interesting backstory for him, in that it tackled a real dark topic, but it showed it kind of like most characters, they'll have like a really dark backstory, but it's usually like it's almost a trope at this point. That person killed my father or something like that. This one was just more dark, you know.
Yeah, no, this one was
that one a lot after I watched it, just going, damn.
It is, because it's not psychological trauma based off of something that physically happened, like, oh no, so and so killed my parents. It is, no, my parent is doing dark shit, and now I have to cope with it. It has so many layers.
Layers, right? Yeah.
It's like a really good lasagna. Let's be honest. There's only like 2 seasons, yeah.
2 seasons, yeah. But remember, seasons at the time were a lot longer. You know?
Yeah, so for anime nowadays, it'd be like 3, maybe 4-ish. If I'm yeah.
Like, let's
because
see.
most seasons nowadays is 12 episodes a season.
Yeah, back then it was in the 20s. Like, first season of Assassination Class Room is 22 episodes, and I believe the total is, let's see, 22 episodes for that, and then it goes all the way up to 47 episodes.
So yeah, that just takes about the cake there, with it rounding up to a total of about 4 seasons.
And when you think about that, it came out in 2012. That was, at that point, anime was reaching its popular. It was finally popular again. People that had, like Tone, that had grown up on Toonami and Adult Swim had got a chance to experience it. And up until that point, anime had a lot more time in between seasons. Like, they had the time to do 22 episodes because they had the time to develop it. And now, because it's now such a hot commodity, they don't have the time to do it. And that was at that point, that was when they started breaking artists by getting them to do the same standard 22 episodes, but in 1/3 the amount of time that they were given previously.
Oh yeah.
And, market that. Oh, they burned through artists like crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing is they pay them so little that these people couldn't even afford places to live. The government had to step in, and they created situations where they would have facilities for their artists, and they were way yeah. And the thing is their suicide rate went through the fucking roof. That was a big issue. And the community itself was completely unaware of this back when this came out. And over the last decade, it's gotten better. People are now aware of it, but it's real difficult for studios. Some of the best studios that had been around for 10, 15 years closed up shop between 2010 and 2020 because they no longer keep up with the popularity and the financial needs to keep up. So, we lost those studios, but hopefully, in the next 10 years, things will get better. At current point, cutting half did work.
Oh yeah.
Having 5-6 episodes of top quality animation is better than having 15-20 episodes of subpar animation. So we understand that quality is important, and we're willing to wait. Mm. Absolutely.
No one cared about when many of the studios took a break after it was Toriyama that passed, right? Yeah. No one batted an eye. No one cared. They're like, y'all, we all know he was the OG. Y'all need to just take a step, breathe, get that through your system, take your time. We could chill. We could chill. We could wait for you to come back. Oh yeah, their health is, I would argue, the most important thing because of like how hard it is on them, especially with the general working conditions, is sometimes just really subpar, if not terrible. And it's really hard on their bodies, and they need to be able to take their time, be healthy, and be able to get it done without killing themselves. Right. Yeah, because if they're not okay, if they're not healthy, then we're definitely not going to get anything. So what is it to wait a few weeks or like couple months to make sure that these people are doing top of their game instead of dragging their feet because they're not feeling good or they're going through a bunch, you know? They're redoing Ramna 1/2 on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do remember it, yes.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think if you were gonna say you don't really like the recap episodes, I feel you there.
Recap should only be done at the beginning of seasons for people who had to wait.
Right? Because that would be a good way to get whoever had to wait back up to speed, so they don't necessarily have to go rewatch the entire show. I mean, there's nothing wrong with rewatching the entire show, because I've already told y'all this. I rewatch entire shows before new seasons come out, so I'm recaught back up and I can find new stuff inside of the shows.
I rewatch. I just fast forward a lot. Yeah, top 10 story anime.
Give it a fair shot. If it's not your cup of tea, I might judge you a little bit, but it's all right, because not liking one anime is a huge deal. It's just it's one of my top 5 favorite animes of all time.
Those uncultured swine. No. Well, no, check it out. Some people, like, at this point in anime, to be like that is to be pretentious, because everyone's got different flavors. There's a lot of different types of anime that I don't watch that are fantastic in their own right, but I'm just interested. And you can't sit there and expect someone to love all the same things as you all the time. People have to have variety.
Yeah.
And you also have to expect that, everyone's experiences with anime are going to be different now. Having an elitist ideology with anime defeats the whole love of it. We all love anime,
Oh yeah.
Keep that in mind when someone says, "Oh, I didn't like that." That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's why I was like a little bit of judge, but it's okay. You could love what you love. It's all right. There's no real fighting in our community that isn't out of love, to be honest. If I'm speaking for myself, at least, like, I would love to debate anime with someone and then go check out the anime after the debate and just fall in love with it after. See all of those good points, bad points, all in the middle.
Absolutely. I mean, shit. I think the big three is different from what everyone else says, and I will argue that point to my death. I think we have a yearly argument over what the big three should be. That's because y'all are wrong. All right.
See, I need to be in the chat with you guys when you guys are talking about that. I want to
change. They think one anime is, I think another anime is, because of the time period.
I mean, yeah.
But
I mean,
the person who coined that phrase coined it in like 2015, a good decade after these two of these anime. Yeah, the third anime in that time period was different. I'm just saying. What's wrong? All right, no, we're derailing.
We're derailing really bad now.
All agree that Full Metal Alchemist is the third, not One Piece. But we'll move on.
This is why I love you guys. We all need to get a con together, get all together, and just sit down and watch anime. I swear. Oh, I like that idea.
When's the next season of Solo Leveling? We got another.
They might.
All right.
Hold on.
Gives us a couple months, you know.
To air in January.
When does Demon Slayer come back? That'd be another one we could do it with.
Season 2 of Solo Leveling is January of 2025.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Oh, what you get? I'm not looking at the stream right now. Let me pull it back up.
Where'd you get that bad boy?
Oh, hell no.
Badass, dude.
Where in the hell did you find those? I might have to make a call. I might have to see if I'll have to see if I can procure some of those. Oh, dude. No, I have Kisuke's Shikai. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you guys. Yeah. I got Benihime. I also have Ichigo's Zangetsu Eisenarch. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 scale. It's an 8-foot fucking sword.
Oh God! You know, I dressed up as Ichigo, Hollow Ichigo, for Halloween this year.
Dude, Hollow Ichigo is lit. Yeah.
Had the mask and everything.
I also have Kenshin's Reverse Blade.
Nice.
I am a collector of blades. I love collecting swords. Knives. I have some shuriken, I have some throwing knives. Can you not break shit? Derailed a lot. What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
That's top priority.
%100% binge right there.
It is 100% binge right there. Goblin Slayer.
We're going Goblin Slayer?
We're going Goblin Slayer.
Love or hate it episode. Whew. All right, I'll save it for next week.
Oh, the dark elements that pop out are just...
That's just it. The anime itself isn't dark, but the world they live in, 100% is.
Oh, it's really dark, dude. I am just, I think, barely inside season 2. I do have time to get to it. I just kind of got put off because, you know, they never stopped making new anime. I've been watching a shit ton.
The thing about season 2 is it changes the atmosphere of the overall world they live in. By the end of it, you're like, wait a second. These are new elements that we haven't even considered. And we finally get a glimpse of the heroes in the second season. You know? And definitely interested in seeing where that story goes. I was super tempted to hit the manga, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let the story tell itself in anime.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, you're going to have to let me know. All right, we can save this for next week. Save Goblin Slayer talk for next week. And he'll look just as comfortable in that little hoodie. He'll look just as comfortable in that little hoodie he's got going right there. It's like swallowing up.
Right.
Well, obviously, you're not little.
All right.
Your winter hoodie actually makes you look smaller. All right. No, thanks for coming.
Watch it. Thanks for coming. Watch it. Yeah. Later.